Look at a video. Tracking. It's my team identity. It's what I believe in. It's kind of sets you apart from other teams, and it's very visual to the fan. It's very visual to the opponent. It's very visual to the other coaches. It's visual to your own players that see it on the bench live. So this thing, it's called "Don't Take a Breath." And I kind of stole it from Rob Brindamore. And you'll see a couple clips of it. And when I say "don't take a breath," and everyone's seeing a guy tracking back, he's back checking, it's a 3-on-2. He's putting on the gas, and he does a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. That little 1-inch breath, okay, cost you hockey games, cost you playoff series, cost you championships. At the end of the day, it is a game of inches. Okay, so we address this right day one. I'll show you 2 clips of it, and it's extremely clear cut. Okay, and I think one of them is against Newsy. So you'll see here the first one. Okay, we're tracking back, and it kind of stops on his own. 20 right there, he's highlighted, he's pushing it. Okay, I love his effort. He's tracking, and you're gonna watch right after this thing on pauses, he comes up for a split second to the back of the net. That's taking a breath. If he stays on it, that does not happen. It doesn't go in the back of the net. I think the score was 3-2 at the end, 4-2, game's over. Thanks for coming out. Okay, so that is addressed. Okay, same thing here. This thing, it stops. Here we go, 94. He's tracking the puck. Right after this, he's going to take a little bit of a breath. He stands up for just a split second. It goes from a 2-on-2 to a 2-on-1. It's in the back of the net, 1-1. Momentum has completely shifted to the New Jersey Devils. And and I think in every sport, in every level, momentum shifter is so important. And we talk about in San Jose, when we, don't track, we take a breath, we let up a goal, we let up chances, we're hemmed in our own end, usually comes back to, a simple fundamental habit. Here's one here. This is what we want to look like. We stop on the puck. 23's tracking. Okay? We turn that into a 3-on-2 to a 3-on-3. We transition that puck. Now we go the other way. We toe pick, but we end up going the other way. Okay? Here's one just back in the American Hockey League. The video's not great, but it's a great clip of it. And it's not just F3. Okay? It's all 3 forwards are pushing the pace. They're tracking. They come back, they stop in spots. We have an outlet. We've turned that into a 3-on-2 off of a track, 3-on-2 the other way. All effort based. There's no skill in that. Okay? Same thing right here. Okay? Little track right here. Go ahead. Cunning right here, 11. Good American boy. Okay? Tracks that puck, and now that's where we want to get competitive. There's no skill in that. That's me versus you, mano. I want it more than you. Okay? That's a great track there. We get that puck, we go the other way. Now we play fast, we transition to offense. Okay? Again, want to make plays. Okay? We want our players to make plays. Okay? I think that's important. Okay? But shit's gonna happen. Okay? No one's in the picture. 3-on-2. Granley comes all the way back, tracks that puck, and here we go the other way. Okay? Gotta make plays. Make the play. We gotta create offense. We have to try to make some plays. Okay? We turn this puck over, but we know we have effort. We know we have track. Okay? We can trust each other's teammates. We got a good gap there. Zetterlund keeps coming. We track that puck. Again, mano. We take that puck. We go the other way. So you're almost selling offense by talking about tracking. Okay? Because if we track hard, we'll create turnovers, and we'll go the other way, and we'll set our offensive gap to go play some offense. Okay? Same thing here. Try to make a play. Okay? Use the back of the net. Try to make it, put it to the net. Okay? It's not there. We don't get caught taking a breath. 63 here. Go ahead. Doesn't take a breath. He tracks the puck, gets above, turns it over. Here we go. We go the other way. We play offense. Okay, so as I'm showing this to the team, I'm just saying, hey, because every player these days, they want to play what? Offense. They want to score. It's the highlight play, right? You have to sell it. Same thing here. Shit's going to happen. Okay, we're fighting for a puck. 11 trips. Shit is going to happen. Okay, we need to pick each other up. We have a good F3, but we got, 51 here. Graf keeps coming, keeps tracking. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-on-2. We track that puck. We create a turnover or an offside. They can bring it back. We get more numbers above the puck. Okay? Same thing here. This is Will Smith. Okay? We lose our F3. Mistakes are going to happen. You're not going to play a perfect structured game. Okay? We lose F3. Okay? But we have 2 coming. He's pushing the pace. Keeps coming. No breath taken. We grab that puck. We deny it. We win a puck. We get numbers on this puck. We go the other way. Okay? Same thing here. This is in World Championships. Okay? It's a great teaching moment. Okay? When John McCarron comes back to the bench, The communication I'm having with him is, yeah, we need you in the middle of the ice as F3. Okay, he dives down here, we want to soft lock this puck. Go ahead and play it. But what I do love is I love your effort to track back. Okay, he gets all the way back, he takes that away, we go the other way. So there's in that clip right there, just pause it real quick, Newsy. It is a important piece of it all is when he comes back to the bench, it's like, hey Mac, we need you as F3. So you're kind of balancing both. I think there's a way to teach it and not being like, hey, you can't follow the middle, we need F3 there. It's like, hey, we need F3, but at the end of the day, I love your effort. That's what we need right now. That's what we need. So now you've kind of picked them up a little bit, and you've also taught them. So I think that's a great clip to show, mistakes are going to happen, and how do you recover for it? Usually with effort. And then this is just one here. Obviously, Mac is obviously going to be a superstar player, and I think if your best player's doing it, everyone else will follow it. So there's 71 just tracking it, creates the turnover, we get this puck, we go the other way. So I think that those are just a couple clips, and that's what we'll show day one in training camp, very similar things, and that sets our identity, and then we'll go and practice it. And I think that's equally important. What you show, you have to go practice it. Don't just assume they know what you're doing in video. I worked on this presentation for 4 or 5 days. You guys just watch it in 5 minutes. I don't expect you to remember everything we just showed. Okay, so you got to go get the repetitions. You got to go practice it. You may have to loop it in the locker room, but I think that's important from day one. You got to start with what your identity of a hockey club you want it to look like. We'll go into Worlds here, and we talked about not taking a breath. Again, same thing. We talked about it day one. It's been 92 years. We're going to need this type of effort. Okay, you see Will Smith. He's obviously used to it in San Jose. Tracks that puck. Okay, same thing right here. Go ahead. And if you watch this, let this clip play out. Garland tracks that puck, creates the turnover. Okay, we get a little look here, and if you watch who scores the goal, you get rewarded for it. So we would, and you just pause it. We would show this, and you see it says this is us. Because we would loop this thing in the locker room every single day, every single game, right before the game. Right after our meetings, we'd show this, and it would just be on a loop. It wouldn't have to be talked about. They would know. And we'd be talking about it on the bench. We'd be saying, hey, that's us, that's us, that's us. Okay, we got to keep doing it, keep tracking. And I think when you get rewarded, those are the best teaching moments. Here's another one here. Okay, we try to make a play, doesn't happen. Matty Beniers, really good tracking this puck. Look at that effort. Okay, 1-0 against Hungary. We've been all over him. He could easily come off the gas, doesn't. Okay, same thing here. Okay, there's no breath taken. Okay, doesn't just assume it's a 2-on-2, let the D handle it. Nope, I'm going to keep coming. I'm a whole middle ice, create a turnover. Now we go play offense. Okay, this is in the final game here. Same thing here. Watch Tage's effort to the middle of the ice, gets above. Okay, there's no breath. If he takes a little bit of a breath, we give up ice, we give up entry. Okay, same thing here. Okay, we push the pace. Again, this is kind of, I know it goes from tracking to, but again, it's more of our identity of what we need to look like. Okay, so from a breakout standpoint, okay, we want to come out the weak side. We push the pace. We talk about getting inside at the net. I'll get into that in a second here in a minute. But just pushing the pace, having predictability on our breakouts, being all together. There's middle support there. We get to our flank offense, and we get that presence right there. Okay, so that's showed as well. So you kind of add to what your identity of a hockey club wants. Same thing here, playing predictable. We come out the weak side. We knew Kazakhstan was a 2-1-2 forecheck. We come out the weak side. We have great send underneath. Okay, we slash through. We open up ice. Okay, that's us. Same thing we talked about. We want to play fast to the neutral zone. This is us. So it goes from tracking to being predictable on breakouts to playing fast in the neutral zone. We thought that was important. 2 years ago when I went with Quiddy and Newsy, we talked about we wanted to play really fast. We thought we could get on teams in Europe by playing really fast neutral zone. They want to slow you down. They want to trap it up. They want to clog the neutral zone. We said, no, we're not going to give them a chance. We've got to move this puck, move it quick. So that's what there was a big philosophy going into the tournament as well, was we got to play fast. You see another one right here against Denmark. First game of the tournament. Frankie's in a good spot. We get a good look right there, playing the offensive zone. Okay. Another thing, as the tournament evolved, we're the youngest team in the tournament, and I think it's something that we kind of get lost in translation a little bit. And I know Newsy showed some clips of it, but managing the game is super important. And for young players, they sometimes don't understand that. So we showed this clip. This is in regulation in the round robin games here. You'll see 3:30 left. We're up a goal. Okay, we got Logan Cooley, who's a young player who's developing, habits. probably wants to try to find this F3 high ice as he inches his puck, if I had to guess. Okay, but we talked about we need to live to fight another day sometimes. And that percentage of you making that play, for me, is probably about 12%. I'd rather play the odds. You know, Vegas never loses. Let's play the odds. Let's play it behind them. There's 3:30 left in the period, in the game. Huge game we need to win to get, the second seed. Logan puts us down below. Go ahead. Puts us low, where you could easily find F3 high. You know, we win a 50-50 puck down low. We get on this puck again. Now our seal comes out, and that's in the back of the net, and now that seals the game. If he tries to make the play and find F3, we turn that puck over, who knows, that goes in the back of the net, it's 4-4. That, I thought, was an important clip to show as we got through into the quarterfinals and the semis and finals of how we wanted to look and have an understanding of game management. Here's another one right here. This is just, again, wanting it more than them. We're just split off a face-off. We're up on it. We create a turnover. We make a skill play that's there. Okay, we drive this puck deep, and then right there, I want it more than you. Okay, this guy's got probably 15 pounds on him. He'll take it away from him. Watch the chaos that begins. We get a look there. We get another look right here. We have Sweden in an absolute blender. All because of the contact, playing fast, getting to our identity. You know, and I think that was something that, again, we showed us right before the final game of what we wanted to look like. Shift in and shift out. Okay, again, this is the last couple clips here. 55 seconds left. 5-0 against Denmark. Okay, we talk about playing for each other. Look at the track by O'Connor here. Gets a stick on it. Could easily just let him play that 2-on-1. Who knows? But we wanted to get Joey to score the shutout. Because that's important. Because individual goals are important. You want a shutout. Let's do it for him. So I thought, same thing right here. 6-0 against Hungary. Matty Beniers could easily just let this play out to a 3-on-3. Nope, I'm going to track the puck. I'm going to stay physical. And that's because we have winning habits. The habits of we need to play with. Last little snippet here, the process of a team identity. I know I hit it on a little bit, from tracking to playing fast. What we realized when we got into the tournament is we were very perimeter, and we got away with it against the Kazakhstans, the Hungaries, Germany a little bit. But if we really wanted to win the tournament, we had to play more on the inside of the ice. We had to get that part of our game out of us. So we talked about the process of the team identity. This process evolved into, okay, we're tracking, we got that, check that box. We're playing fast, we check that box in the neutral zone. But now we have to get to the inside ice if we want to win this tournament. And you'll just see a couple clips here, okay? This is just us getting to the inside ice, okay? We get piles to the net. We talked about it, shoot for piles, okay? Andrew Peak shoots that off, and there's the skates in the back of the net. We get inside ice. Okay, this is just a little bit earlier in the tournament, I know, but you'll see it evolve here. We get the puck to the middle, which we want in a little flank offense. You watch 83 Garland, little twice flashing, gets underneath his defender, creates a good look there inside the ice. Same thing here, we get middle support. Okay, we get layered screen, look at that traffic, goalie can't see it, it's in the back of the net, 2-0. Okay, now we get into the heavy physical games, the Czechs, bigger team than us. Okay, we hold on to a puck. Hold on to a puck support, okay, look at the net front, but also looking at Logan O'Connor there in the corner. He's trying to fight position 2, get underneath his defender here, and you watch, this puck goes in, go ahead, because we have net front, we're inside the ice, and we're right there on the back side of the net. You'll see it again here against the Czechs, late in the game, 3-2, okay? Work your way inside, let your seal come out, but you have to play the inside of the ice. That was a huge goal for us. Here's another one. You watch Garland here, fighting for pucks, and you watch Keller. You talk about a guy that wants to win. I would usually use a swear word right there, I won't, okay? But you get off your check, get to the inside of the ice, and now our skill comes out, and we're fighting for pucks against Swedes in a blender, because we start with physicality, and start with playing fast through the neutral zone. Last clip right here. Or I've got a couple more, a couple drills. But just go back there, Doozy, real quick. Little clip, and you may not see much in this clip, okay? But if you just go back, can you just go back a little bit? Okay. Then you watch 83 Garland, okay? And this is when I talk about we have the best bench I've ever been a part of. Watch 83 communicate. He's going to go hunt this puck. He is telling Pinto, and I think Logan Keller there, to get above. Get above, get above, get above. Watch his right hand. Go ahead and play it. Get above, he's literally telling Keller and Pinto to get above, and you watch them, we get above, we make them circle, and now we get fresh legs out there, we get a change. That's what I'm talking about when you know you have something special. And I think Garland set the tone early in the tournament with some of those things, but crucial little moment there, and I thought that was very unique for that group of guys. Just a couple drills that we do, and we do it frequently here in San Jose. We call this a turn and burn. It's a quick little 3-on-2. Go ahead and you play this. And the three white guys with the white jerseys will attack this 3-2. Don't love the turnover. You'd hear about that. Okay, but then they'll track the coach. Just the habit of not taking a breath is you're going. You know the puck is away. Let's get out. You're not waiting to see where the coach is. You're tracking. Get your legs going, and then find the puck. Same thing here. Little 3-on-2. We try to make a play. Puck's turned over, and you can change your depth of where you want that. Like you see there, I'm in the middle of the ice. I want them to get deep, work on gapping up in a short little 3-on-2. Okay, so you can kind of surprise them on where that turnover begins. But I thought that is a very important drill that we do just to work on our tracks. Here's another one here. Again, the jersey, we just worked on power play. That's why our jerseys are different colors. Again, we track the coach. Okay, they know it. D have to gap up. It's a little quick 3-on-2. Okay, there's one drill. Here's another one coming. Okay, we call this a stinky 2-on-1. Doug Huda named it. I'm not sure the name wise, but a little quick, again, 2-on-1. Track the coach. Attack 2-on-1. Regroup with a D, get the D a little bit playing quick. Give him a couple of puck touches. Attack 2-on-1. Okay, this is another one here. This is in training camp. There's a good clip of it right here. We track that. There's no breath. Stick lift, go through the hands. Okay, we go attack 2-on-1. Okay. Just a quick little drill you can get at the end of your skates. Here's the last one coming up. We'll do this in training camp as well. It's almost, I think, we talk about conditioning. It doesn't always have to be get on the goal line and go back up and down. I think that's important. You can get conditioning through drills. This is one drill that we do. It's very simple. Each forward is at that hash. They go down 2-on-1. We get a tracker right there, and we try to make that a 2-on-2. And everyone will go down one end, we'll go back and forth about 4 or 5 times, and you're getting conditioning out of it. Each guy's going to track 2 or 3 times. You can kind of decide on where you are in your season for conditioning. But again, instead of just sitting on the goal line and going back and forth, which I don't think players love, you're kind of getting some working on your tracks and conditioning right there. So that's just a little bit of kind of what I believe in team identity. And again, that has evolved, since I started coaching and learning from other coaches. But I think it's important. Again, I appreciate you guys having me. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Thanks for Newsy helping out. I don't know if we have time for a couple questions or not, but appreciate you guys your time.
Awesome, Marcel. Thank you.